Well, we've gotten a few emails this week, including like, "Hey, you might want to check your bracket." The one I got from ESPN was, "Oh, bracket busted. Why don't you try your second chance one?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Oh, right.
Screw you, ESPN. I'm doing okay.
Like, I'm not that broken. Ooh, top possible points is that's not good. That's a lot lower than everybody else's possible points.
Well, I don't know what league you're. Hey, the one of the dance league, you're doing quite well, my friend.
Well,
you've been in first place for a few days now, and the sole first place winner. So you're doing all right in that one.
Dumb luck counts for something, I guess.
Hey. Especially these brackets.
Oh, fuck. Every year.
Yeah.
Think I know what I'm doing. And then fucking High Point University takes out Wisconsin. Like, what the fuck? Well, welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
Welcome to episode 110.
110, buddy.
In the midst of our March Madness, depression and other things. And well, this week you brought us something that is very rare now.
Yeah, man. It was impulse purchase when I was up in Renton. Was that last weekend?
Yeah.
It was last weekend. That's right. So, yeah, we were up there and swung by the old Target to grab Starbucks coffee. And while we were there, I was like, oh, shit, let's go check the liquor since it's in stores in Washington, right?
Yeah.
So I looked, and not really a big surprise, but nothing really caught the eye, right? So I was kind of going, and boom, saw a clearance tag, and there was only 2 on the shelf, and I was like, oh, not really something that I was looking for, but I needed to purchase one of the last bottles just for like a memory, right?
Yeah.
They were there. They were on clearance. It's kind of funny, though. I forgot about the Washington liquor tax.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time they added in the liquor tax and the sales tax, I was like, yeah, it's not worth it. But I got one of the last bottles. And like I told you, the lineup had a few. I don't remember what ones I had. Well, might as well just drop it. It is Rogue, and that was the reason I needed to buy it, because I still have one Dead Guy bottle at home.
Yeah.
And since the brewery just went out of business, a month or 2 ago?
Yep.
I felt like, well, let's add this empty bottle to the shelf someday when it gets finished with the beer bottle, so I at least have a little memory of the old Oregon brand that unfortunately did not quite make it. Made it many, many, many years.
I mean, one of the original microbreweries in the country, and big Newport, Oregon hometown thing. Great brewery down there. They had Pub House. They had
shit everywhere, man. They had that tasting room up in the Pearl. Like they were definitely a good size. Unfortunately, they just kept that industry right now, man. Beer and liquor, and unfortunately, they were both.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were both. So I don't know. I decided the bottle was super cool. Not so much the label, but I showed you when you spin it around.
Yeah.
That etching's badass, right?
Yeah.
The Dead Man logo on it, the
topper.
stopper. So I was like, you know what? The juice was just kind of the bonus. I wanted the bottle and the top. So
yeah,
I got it. I was trying my hardest not to crack it open up in Renton, because I know how you always say, oh, you didn't leave a lot in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Anytime something shows up here and it's not opened, I'm really impressed. So
I decided, tip a little out to Rogue.
Yeah.
And
all right. Well,
Black Label.
Cheers to the American Light Whiskey from Rogue Dead Guy Whiskey.
Yep, Black Label, 80 proof, aged 2+ years. We'll see how it goes.
Pouring one out for the old Dead Guy. Yeah. It's an American Light Whiskey for sure.
Yeah.
We'll see how she holds up. Well, so we alluded to March Madness. We're in the midst of March Madness right now.
Yes, we are, man.
Some of us doing better than others, or like it just depends on which bracket's doing what. But it's weird for me this year because normally Thursday and Friday, the first couple of days of the tournament, I would find a way to just be at home or at a bar or whatever and eating a ton of food and drinking a ton of beer, watching all these games. And at like 2:30 on Friday, I was like, fuck, I've missed so many of these games. I see the news that like somebody gets beat or, this team moves on or whatever it is, but fuck, I've missed a ton of these games. So it's been nice this morning to at least see a few of these second round games. Watching Iowa State and Kentucky right now.
That's right.
Come on, Cyclones.
Yeah, it's been sporadic. Thursday, I tried to get done with all my errands and appointments and everything, and I literally, finally, once I got home, it was a wrap. I stayed on the couch because I knew I was working at TAP on Friday, so I caught a lot of games on Thursday. And granted,
Nice.
it was on Friday at TAP, but it was actually decently busy where I wasn't able to more background noise than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank God for the weekend, man. Portland had some games in round 1 and round 2, so that was cool. Had some buddies go to some of the games, so I can't wait to hear those stories. Hopefully Portland one day will get not to knock the first and second round, but it'd be cool to get something later on in the tournament. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I know they're doing a little facelift and hopefully do some sprucing up in Moda, so that might entice the NCAA to, it'd be freaking amazing to get a Sweet 16 or an Elite 8. I don't see us ever doing a Final Four.
No, I don't think we're that big of a town to be able to host that many people and that,
But it's nice that, like I said, at least I did see the news the other night. They were talking to a few sports bars in the downtown Portland corridor, and they were saying how they were absolutely loving it because everyone, we had a decent amount of teams here for those 2 rounds. So
yeah.
They said they saw a huge increase in, people eating and drinking and watching games. So I'm like, well, at least that's happening, right? Portland needs a little love, so
yeah. Well,
it's nice to see those places getting some increase right now because besides this, there's not a lot of other stuff going on.
No.
I mean, this kind of dominates the March into April sports. I mean, granted, yes, you do have baseball coming up in this and that,
the Hops opening up in their brand new stadium there.
Yes, dude, we got to get to a game out there. I'm excited. I've kind of already looked at some home games. I just haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet.
Yeah. I think we'll have to get out there a couple of times this summer. God damn, there's a lot of missed shots going on here. This looks like you and I playing basketball at this moment. So I'm excited that we got a couple of games, but I think you're right. I think if we spruced it up or had a couple of other spaces that could host, I think they'd probably let us do them more than just the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we should probably drop our really big news.
Man, the biggest news in quite some time, really.
I mean, at least it looks huge in my hand. We have an official, legitimate sponsor. Not that Tapforia isn't a legitimate, sponsor, but so far it's gotten us the same as being sponsored by Walmart. Absolutely nothing. But our first official sponsor. So if you're looking for a fun gag gift or just something to send to somebody you love or somebody you don't love.
Yeah, can't be say either or.
We've mentioned it before, but now they are official. Please welcome as a whiskey and wine sponsor, shipadick.com.
Yes, it's official.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
You guys heard us talking about it the other week with Solf. Well, now our listeners out there can benefit
Absolutely.
from Ship a Dick, because not only are they a local company right here in Portland, Oregon, but they ship everywhere.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you live, where you're from, where you're going. You can just log on to the old shipadick.com. And your boys over here, we have our own promo code right now.
Yeah, we do.
And it saves 15% off all purchases. So you can stock up on some wonderful items as long as they're not shipped to me. And I think there's a clause in there that if you try to use the code with Tap 4's address, I think they add 15%. So I can't confirm nor deny that, but I just don't want you overpaying.
Well, you know what? I think it's something that should absolutely be tried out by a few of our listeners. You know, trust but verify, Mike's fact. But yeah, so if you use code WhiskeyDick at checkout, you get 15% off at shipadick.com.
That's right. So go on the website and take a gander for yourself. Remember, there's a lot of stuff coming up right now, man. We have Easter.
Yep.
Who wouldn't love a dick bouquet for Easter?
Yep. Hey, Mother's Day is coming
Dude,
up as well.
Mother's Day, probably one of their biggest holidays, I would assume, right? Father's Day, can't forget about the dads too.
Yeah. Got a, little dick for the dad.
Yeah. So, yeah, give it a try. Let us know. You should not only use it, right, but you should let us know on social media if you want. You might not want to give up the secret of who exactly shipped what to you, because it comes very, very, very clever way.
Yep. Shipped from Hugh Johnson.
Yep. Well, good old Hugh Johnson, man. He gets around.
By
yeah.
the way, the folks running Ship a Dick, like, holy shit, was that a fun set of emails? Like, back and forth, like, they went all in on just the absurdness of it. And I mean, they suggested Whiskey Dick as the coupon code. Fuck, it was hilarious. Even signed the emails Mr. Dick.
Mm-hmm.
So I fucking love this. This is great. Like, at some point, if they want to come on the podcast, abso-damn-lutely, I'd love that, because this is just so absurd but wonderful in every way, and reasonably priced now with 15% off.
Oh, it makes it like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, their stuff, we were talking about it last. I think you get this beautiful bouquet of dicks, right? I think it's like $25. Can't even get roses at Costco for that, right?
No.
So, no, super, super inexpensive. Use the promo code. Get another 15% off. It makes it a no-brainer. So
Absolutely.
So it'll be fun to see what items get sent around. I know that our immediate group of friends, I'm a little worried about just how many packages might be showing up at various places, but
well, I think there are options, but I think what would be the wisest choice is to just verify the coupon code. I might need to verify it during our break here just to make sure. I'm probably going to set myself up with a lovely little account, because I'm going to use that damn thing a lot. There's a few people that are going to get some dicks.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Just a little dick. Just a little poke. Little prick.
So, yeah, get out there.
Yeah.
Check out the site. There's a lot of fun stuff on there. A lot of fun stuff.
And I love that I mean, how fucking on brand is that for us?
Oh, 1,000%.
That, besides Tapforia, our first real, like, they really want to partner with us outside of our friend group is Ship a Dick. That's so on brand for us.
And the fact the promo code is Whiskey Dick, it's like a match made in heaven.
Absolutely. Fucking fantastic. Well, cheers, Ship a Dick.
Yeah, let's we'll cheers you right there.
Yeah. Cheers to you guys. Fucking fantastic. Love every bit of that. Every inch.
Yeah, graduation's right around the corner. I might send out some graduation dicks.
Oh, my God.
I wonder if they make a little tassel with a dick on it that you can put on your hat.
You know, I bet you we can find something that'll be right up that alley. Oh my God. Well, so in other news, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it, but I feel like it needs to be. Needs to be brought up.
We already talked about, losing Rogue Ales, but we lost something significantly more epic. This
the
week.
World. I mean, Rogue Ale, not to knock him, right, but definitely a regional loss. I don't know very many people on the East Coast that's mourning, or the Midwest.
But across the world,
this next one, it really hits home.
Yep. Chuck Norris.
Man, R.I.P. Chuck Norris. When I saw that in the morning, when I woke up the other morning, I was like, damn, because I just read, I think it was just the day before, they took him to the hospital. Didn't sound that serious, at least what I read, right? I guess he was vacationing on Kauai.
Yeah.
And took him to the hospital. He was just posting, like, training videos, like, the day before. So
God
I didn't
damn.
think anything of it, right? Unfortunately, what was he, 86? Does that sound
Something
right?
like that.
So, there's a bunch of things that could warrant, a trip in to get something checked out.
Yep.
So I didn't really think anything of it. And then the next morning, I think it was, or 2 days, I think it was just a day, when I saw that he passed, I was like, oh, shit. We were just doing some Chuck Norris memes and joke at Tap, like, literally the week before, because they're always so fun.
They're so good.
I mean, there's millions of ones out there, right?
Yep.
So, no, that was kind of a freaking national treasure right there.
And for decades has been, the symbol of toughness and everything else, but also, who didn't watch Walker, Texas Ranger, or any of the shows or the movies that he was on? I mean, he just, his life brought so much, like, joy and glory to so many people.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Like, let's see, what are my... Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. I think that might be one of my favorites. Chuck Norris invented the giraffe when he gave a horse an uppercut.
Yeah, I like that one. What about Chuck Norris can do a wheelie on a unicycle?
Yes. Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out of it.
Oh, fuck. What do we got here? The Loch Ness Monster claims to have seen Chuck Norris.
Superman wears Chuck Norris pajamas.
The Swiss Army uses Chuck Norris's knives.
Oh, the most epic. Chuck Norris doesn't do a push-up. He pushes the world down.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that one. What's another one? Chuck Norris can speak Braille.
Yes. Chuck Norris and his wife had an argument once. He told her to calm down, and she did.
Chuck Norris can strangle you with a cordless phone.
100%. Chuck Norris can build a snowman out of rain.
Oh, think about that, see?
Mm-hmm.
Chuck Norris doesn't shower. He only takes blood baths.
Chuck Norris is barred from every casino in Vegas because he kept winning blackjack on the first card.
I win. Sir, it's a 7. Never mind. You're Chuck Norris. If you can spell Chuck Norris in Scrabble, you win forever.
Oh, God.
Chuck Norris once bowled a perfect game with a marble.
There is no theory of evolution, just a list of creatures Chuck Norris allows to live.
Oh man, see, all right. I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. Is I'm going to go home and on one of the 9,000 services I have, hopefully on Plex or somewhere, I want to find some old Texas Ranger, watch a few random episodes of that.
Yeah.
Turn on one of his old movies, something old. Like I loved him when he was in. Was it the Expendables 2 that he was in?
Yep.
That was good. I know that was one of. I think that was the second to last movie. Because we actually looked this up at Tap on Friday. He was in something after that. Never saw it. Maybe I'll look that one up and just see. But I want to go back on his early career, like some of the stuff. Movie with Bruce Lee. Or some of the old stuff. So that might have to be a Sunday night after March Madness. Put a little Chuck Norris on the
classic Norris on.
Yeah. I know Kate and I, we celebrated. We just found out last week, Madi texted us, and the commencement speaker was just announced.
Oh, I saw this. You lucky bastard.
And it was an outline of the person, and I was like, I can't tell from that, right? And then she texted us, and I was like, oh, my Lord. I looked it up because I didn't know if he had any ties to ASU or even the state of Arizona.
Yeah.
No ties, just... He's the paid guy that's going to speak, but do we get to see Harrison Ford in a few months?
Fuck, that's awesome.
And I'm like, bro, what a great, like, Madison knew him from, of course, Indiana Jones, right?
Yep.
But I was like, dude, he was also in Star Wars. He's in this. We started going through everything. I was like, I know he's never really, besides, those franchises happened so long ago. The money between then and now is ridiculous, just like athlete contracts, right?
Yep.
But I'm like, he has to be in the top, if not the top, as far as like residual checks from these. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
He might have never been that highest paid initial just for the movie of X millions, but he must have some insane mailbox money that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that Disney owns both of those franchises and just all the stuff. So Kate and I, we were bored, went out last night, had some dinner with the in-laws, and came home and just was in a meat coma. So we decided we turned on Air Force One.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I might have to yell, get off my plane. After I don't know why I love that movie so much, right? I don't know what it is about it, but I love Air Force One.
Yes.
So there, Kate and I fucking melted into the couch, made some popcorn, had some drinks, and watched that whole movie last night.
That's so good.
So now I'm going to have to do a little Chuck Norris, I think.
Yeah.
Memorial movie watching.
I think that's very appropriate. You can pour yourself a little dead guy, raise a little glass to a dead guy. And,
Crazy times, my friend.
Man, that's something else. Well, should we take a little potty break?
Yeah, let's do a little fresh on the glass and yeah, why not?
All right.
Got nothing else going on.
And
all of our friends are here. What's going on?
Hey, Whiskey and Wine listeners, it's Alex.
And Big Mike.
Hey, want to give a super shout out to our newest sponsor, Ship-A-Dick.com. Any of your needs for shipping a cardboard dick, a bouquet of dicks, hell, you can even do Ship-A-Brick.com. They've got everything that you could ever need for your mailing fun.
And local company right here in Portland. Everything's made in America. So go on the website, shipadick.com. Don't forget to type in promo code WhiskeyDick for 15% off all purchases.
Remember, you can set up an account. You can put in addresses that you're going to use a lot, like, say, Tapforia on Highway 99 in Tigard. That's a great place to try this out on. I mean, 15% off on an already reasonably priced item. You might as well give it a shot.
Go to shipadick.com.
Remember, code WhiskeyDick for 15% off every order every day.
Boom.
Ah.
All right, back at it, big guy.
I'm fine.
Back in the seat. Ready to go for part 2.
Well, I'm a little bit sore today from pressure washing yesterday, but I'll be fine. It's fine. Advil is there for a reason.
That's right. Well, and you got a new pressure washer, so hopefully the new one will not be as painful
Seriously.
as the one you were using before.
Yeah,
so.
like as much as, a plug-in pressure washer seemed like a good idea, nah, not really. Not a great idea. Not enough pressure. It was kind of like trying to pressure wash the fence with, my pressure. Like it wouldn't get in there.
Just
so
trickling out.
Yeah, so I went back for the old, the gas-powered heavy-duty one.
So there you go.
Yeah, so, I'll exercise the dogs after the podcast a little bit, and then, God damn it, I hope it's too late in the day then to start pressure washing. That'd be great. Like, oh, damn, sun's going to go down in like 4.5, 5 hours. I don't have enough time to get this done.
Shucks.
Well, I have been waiting to hear this next bit, because when you told me this was happening, I knew it was going to be pretty good. So you want to tell us about Madi going to Vegas?
Yeah, so Madi and 3 of her friends decided their spring break was last weekend.
Okay.
So it was the first spring break ever that she didn't want to come home. So they planned a girls' trip to Vegas. And I haven't had these stories authorized by her, so we'll do fairly generic and kind of Cliff Note versions. But it was very cute. She called a few weeks before the trip, and boom, dude. I felt like a stud, because she's like, Dad told me about the trip. All right, awesome.
Cool.
Of course, the generic, who's going, where you staying.
Yeah.
And she's like, I need to know what clubs to go to. And I was like, oh, shit. My 22-year-old wants me to tell her what clubs. I was like, honey, dude, you made me feel so good. I haven't been to a club for over a decade, maybe 2, in Vegas. So we were video chatting. So I literally put her on the stool. I was like, please hold. Let me jump on Google and see if these places are still around. Because you know how Vegas is. They're always reinventing themselves. The club space is always a space for the club, because they have a lot of money invested in the audio and the video and the interior build out, right? But Vegas is that town that every 5 years or so, I feel like it's a new name, some new paint.
Yep.
They have to keep everything fresh, because you just can't have ABC Club and just run it for decades and decades, because well, just like everything else, you have to have the newest and the hottest thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's funny. So I literally jumped on Google and was like typing in some of the places that I went. And literally a few of them stayed the same, the big ones, right?
Yeah.
Ghost Bar at the Palms is still Ghost Bar, and there's a few, but it was like, I used to love going to the Rio one on the rooftop, because they had bomb views of the strip.
Oh,
since you were just off the strip. It wasn't the name that it was when Kate and I were there last part in, but so did a little research, told her, these are some of the places that we went to. One of my favorite places, not really a club, but they have that dueling piano bar in the Harris.
Oh, yeah.
So I told her about that. She's like, oh, that sounds fun. So gave her a little intel, but I was like, you'll know where to go, right? I told her my hint of checking with the valet.
Yeah.
Even at a casino that you're not staying at, because they're the ones that have all the vouchers and the poll and the people's direct numbers that you tell them, hey, we're staying here. Could be a little white lie. You might not be staying there. But I was like, checking with the valet, say, hey, just checked in yesterday. My group, we want to go to, a club or a bar. Is there any recommendations, or do you guys have any, tickets? Because they always have the little handout cards that will give you, free VIP line. Whatever their hustle is. So I told her that deal, and she was smart. They researched some stuff. They got some tickets to see a DJ one night. But the funniest part of the whole trip, so I'm asking her, so you guys just flying in, flying out, what days? And she goes, well, funny about it is we're trying to save some money, right?
Yeah. So
she's like, we're actually taking the bus from Phoenix to Vegas, just there one way, and then we're flying home.
Wait. Like,
it's not Greyhound. She had another name for it. I think it's the same company that does inner Arizona transportation between like the college campuses.
No way.
But same type of setup, right? Individual seats, recline, bathroom in the rear. And I was like, oh God, that kind of sounds fun. Because I took a Greyhound bus as a young buck back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
As far as people watching,
it's epic.
It's up there, right? So she's like, and we're gonna, since it's not like an airplane and we have to go through security, she's like, all the girls, we're all buying the little airplane shot bottles and some mixers. So I was like, you know what, you're gonna have a blast because that's gonna be something that you'll remember, right? Luckily, you're with the group. There's 4 of you all together, so hopefully you guys can get 2 and 2 together, so you're not sitting with random strangers and this and that.
Just some sweaty dude.
Yep.
Like, hey, what are you going to Vegas
Well, that was
for?
my biggest thing. It was like, hey, you're 22. You're a grown-ass adult. Go there, have fun. But I was like, listen, let me put on my dad hat for 1 second. I was like, you have to stay with a buddy at all times, right? That way you just have someone watching your back, going to the bathroom. A few stay behind and watch drinks. I was like, Vegas is the like, just you got to watch yourself.
Yeah.
So, check Live 360. Made the bus. She's traveling towards Vegas, and I want
57 miles an
I
hour
want to
on
call
a
so
bus.
bad, but I don't know how reception is in the middle of nowhere. So we waited until she got super close to Vegas. So we call her, and I could tell instantly they're just having a blast, right? Get in there a little late. Night 1, they were smart. They went to like a CVS, I think. They stocked up on a case of water and some Gatorades, probably some alcohol and some other random things. So night 1 was pretty good. Then we talked to her. She called us. We were in Renton, so this was last weekend. We were in Renton, and I don't know if she called her brother or brother called her. I'm guessing she called her brother because he was going to be up early for convention. And I hear her voice, and I'm thinking, Jesus, it's like 7:15 in the morning. And if anyone knows my daughter, she's not up at 7:15 in the morning. I had a question yesterday. Something came in the mail, and I wanted to open it, but I wanted to call her because I had a few questions. And it was like noon.
Yeah.
She called me back at 4 p.m. So that just kind of gives you an insight that my daughter's not up at 7:15.
Yeah.
So I find out that the only reason she's up is because they're just heading into the room for the, well, can't even say night. They're heading into the room to go to bed in the morning. I'm like, man, what it would be like to be 22 again. I don't know if I could do a up all night and getting into the room at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh God, that hurts just thinking about it.
So I didn't want to talk much to her then because I knew,
Yeah.
I knew what kind of shape everyone was in. So we talked to her later that night as they were getting ready to go back to a club, and she was so cute. She's like, "Dude, we missed day. we saw the sun coming in, and then when we left again to go out, the sun was set. It was dark."
Oh my God, I fucking love it.
So I'm like, well, it's kind of similar for all the years that you went there for dance because they never left the convention center, right? The kids would be dancing and classing and doing all the stuff, so they would rarely see anything in the daylight. So it was just so funny that she kept the trend going. But then she told me a little more details, and I was like, wow, you do Vegas much different than my friends could do Vegas. Because they go to a club, big club, and they say they get in line, and within minutes of getting in line, the promoter walks up to them. Remember, these are 4 22-year-old girls, right?
Yeah. Good-looking girls in typical Vegas clubbing outfits.
Yes. So he pitches them. He's like, hey, you guys want to skip the line? I can get you in right now, get you a table and some free drinks. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, she's like, they actually ended up comping everything, including food. So they went to a club one night, had pretty much all you could drink, all you can eat. And I'm thinking to myself,
I can't even get a ticket to the buffet anymore.
No. Yeah, last time we went, I told you we went to don't even know the name of it because it was just a bar. We ended up nicknaming it the lobby bar because, well, we saw people checking in at the hotel that we were at. It wasn't a club. There was no bouncer. There was no cover. There was no DJ. It was just a typical bar that you could drink in on the casino floor. And for 5 of us, It was $2,200. Now, granted, we were drinking,
Woo.
and there is a business card out there, so the drinks were flowing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, $2,200 for a lobby bar for a dude and his all-dude group of friends.
Yeah.
And for 22-year-old girls, pay 22 nothing, a whole lot of zeros. And I'm like, damn, your Vegas is much different from my
Seriously.
Vegas. I did try to picture. They didn't make it to Fremont. But I threw in, I was like, yo, you should go see midget wrestling
Yes.
on Fremont because that's where they're at and their shows all the time.
Yep.
So she didn't take me on that advice. I think she
Damn
took
it.
most of my advice that I gave her, but she did not make, unfortunately, Micromania midget wrestling there.
Damn it.
So that would have been epic. I think they would have had a blast, but
Hey, I think they did just fine, even without the midget wrestling in there.
yes. No, they had a blast. I tried not to, I wanted her to have a good time. So most of the time she was calling us. I think besides us calling her on the bus, because I just wanted to hear a few bus stories.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of see what kind of shape they're in because I don't know anything about this bus. So I was
Yeah.
like, where do they drop you off compared to where you're staying? She goes, well, there's 2 stops they do in Vegas, one on the north, one on the south. So we're going to get off on this one. And it's about I think she said about a 10-minute walk. And I was like, you guys aren't going to want to walk with your luggage. She's like, no,
Yeah.
we've already made a plan. All of us were going to get a big enough Uber for the 4 of us and our
Yeah.
luggage. I think they packed pretty light. It was just
Yeah.
bathing suits for the pool during the day, which I think they missed every day at the pool. But anyways, well, I'll get confirmation on that later.
Well, they missed it. They missed an entire day, so yeah.
Actually, no, you know what? That's right. I do remember. I don't want to lie. They did make the pool one day, and she ended up telling me that she got a little taste of real Vegas. They all got a round, so 4 drinks. It
Okay.
was with tax before tip. It was $200.
Oh my God, yes.
So then they found out where they were staying was girls got to drink free between a certain, let's call it 2 to 3. I don't think that was, but whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So they said it made up for them being $50 for the one round that we paid for because in that hour we ended up doing 3 or 4 each anyways. And I was like, all right, well, there you go. But I'm like, see, that's the Vegas that I'm used to of $50 a drink at something like a pool or a club, right?
Yeah.
It's the cheap days of Vegas, I guess, unless you're a 22-year-old girl,
Fuck.
are a thing of the past. Because I remember being able to go there for like $500, including gambling money in your pocket in your young days, and you could have a frickin' epic weekend for $500. Well, now at $50 a drink, your epic weekends turned into a few drinks, maybe a little sunburn, and some regrets.
Yeah.
So, yep, they had a good time. She called us on Sunday, and it was like
And they flew back.
they flew back. Like I said, they were trying to save a little money. Right now, I don't know if anyone's been pricing airline tickets with. Well, actually, I know you guys just bought one for Jack, but with all the things going on in the world, right? Fuel prices and airline tickets right now, they're on the high end.
Yeah.
So, yep, they figured the bus was cheap. Let's get there whenever we get there. I did later find out that it was a 7.5-hour bus ride.
Oh.
But they said they had an absolute blast. Apparently, they had enough supplies, in quotes, to get them through.
7.5.
Yeah, because she said, I forget how
hours.
often they do stop, right, to either let people out and pick people up. So it wasn't like it was a direct, nonstop.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much a whole half a day, right? So
Yeah.
they had a blast. She calls us at the airport on Sunday at like 6. And once again, for anyone out there that knows my daughter, she gets to the airport. You know how right now it's different, but normally they recommend 2 hours.
Yeah.
She'll roll in hour. She's TSA pre-check, never missed anything. She's a great traveler. She knows what she's doing. But when she called me at 6, and I could tell on the video, I was like, are you at the airport? And she's like, Dad, we had to get out of Vegas off the strip. And I'm like, honey, you know your flight's at like 10:30 at night, right? And she goes, we thought it was better this way.
Oh my god.
She got to the airport. Oh, and this is when she's at the gate. It was 6. So they have now, like, they've already gone through security. They've done all that stuff. They're sitting at the gate, and I am literally in tears laughing.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I'm making so much fun of her because, like I said, if you know Maddie, there's no way. Even when there's no way that she gets to the airport. Like, I thought she didn't know when her flight was. I was like, honey, it's 10:30. She's like, no. I'm aware. And I was like, you wanted to get out of town so bad. She's like, that was the perfect amount of time. They were there for like 2.5 days, right?
Yep.
And she's like, nope. One of us was like dozing off in the lobby at the hotel. They came and checked on us. Like, are you guys okay? Because she had this big aspiration plan of going and spending the day at the Flamingo Pool.
Oh yeah.
The property they were at was part of Caesars, and I was like, hey, Flamingo Pool, still a great pool, but I mean, back in the day before some of these new mega resorts open up like Mandalay Bay, their pool was the pool back in the day, right?
Yeah.
It's huge. They have that whole tropic jungle, and they got, I mean, like, their pool's awesome. So I was like, well, just go out, hang out, dude. Put your luggage and, you know, at the check at the lobby.
Yep.
And bring an outfit, right? And go swimming and shower and change, pick up your bags, go to the airport. You know, she said the hell with that plan. I think they woke up. She got a late checkout. She did tell us she was wearing, oh God, I think she said she was wearing a Tate McRae shirt. And I think, hopefully I'm right on this. And the nice gal at the lobby, she's like, oh my God, I love her. I'll give you guys I'll give you a 3 p.m. checkout just because of the shirt. So Madison said she was a God saver for letting them sleep in that late. So, like, I imagine, I still haven't asked for the details, but I'm literally imagining that they woke up at 3, they went down to the lobby, and they were kind of dozing off in the lobby. And they're like, well, hell, it's 3:30. Fuck it. Let's just call an Uber and go to the airport. So I think that's the timeline of their last day on Sunday. So my daughter
just done.
Oh, and I was giving her so much hell. She had me in her earbuds when I was talking to her. She was dying laughing. I was like, I cannot believe you showed up to the airport fucking 4, actually probably closer to 5, because like I said, when she called me, she was at the gate. And I even told her, I was like, honey, you know that there's going to be 4 or 5 planes coming through that gate before your plane even arrives? You're going to see. And I was like, take a look at all the people, because I always love doing this. Hawaii and Vegas are my favorite ones, because if you get to your gate early enough and you get to watch all the people coming off, right? Deplaning the plane.
Yeah.
And they're coming out and they're like, fucking Vegas, right?
Yes.
Guys weekend or bachelor, whatever. Like, let's
fucking go. There's a slot machine right there.
Let's go hit it. Let's get a drink. It's always so funny to watch the people getting off. And then I was like, but take a look at you and everyone around you who's waiting, because it's like, when's my plane getting here? I need to go fill my water bottle. So she starts panning around at some of her friends that she's with. One's freaking curled up on the chair, already sleeping. And I'm like, you know what, honey? You made me proud. You did Vegas well. And Kate's just in the background like, that's your daughter. And I was like, yeah, she definitely looks like you, but apparently she tackles Vegas like me. They just
not a surprise.
They just wanted to get the hell out of there. And I was like, you're not working. And I know she doesn't have class on Monday. She's like, nope, I already took a vacation day on Monday. And I'm not working. And I was like, perfect. I will call you Tuesday before work.
Yep.
That way you can just sleep all day Monday and try to get caught up on sleep.
I would also suggest taking multiple showers.
Yep, I told her pound a few liquid IVs as soon as you get back. Wake up, pound another one. Get some nice greasy food. Shower. Shower again.
Oh God.
So
yeah, it's getting the smell and the feel of Vegas off.
Yes.
Like, that definitely takes a couple of, like, solid scrubbing showers.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So, yeah, her first solo on, I guess you'd call it solo without parents, sounded like it was a success. They all, they stayed in the buddy system. No issues, no drama. She ended up winning winning like $300 on a slot.
Ooh.
So she was quite not the biggest gambler. So I was a little shocked that she even gambled. I know there was a story.
Well, I mean, for fuck's sake, they already won $4,000 in drinks and food. So, like, you just get out of there like that, and you're good.
Yep, it was just funny to hear her versions of everything. Right, getting in club line for minutes, and then getting out of club line with said promoter and ushered straight to a table. The next night, they had tickets to go see a DJ at a different club. So paid, right, already had tickets, stood in line, ended up getting taken out of line not as quick as the first night, but they were then ushered to a table in the balcony. So instead of just general admission on the floor down below, ended up getting a table. And I'm like, the last table that I bought was at a sports bar. Once again, not a club, right?
Yeah.
No DJ, but it was a sports bar in a casino that was doing a big boxing match that we were watching.
Yeah.
And we had a table, I think it was a 6-top. There was 5 of us that went, so I figured I wanted to get, it was either 4 or 6, but this way the girls have a place to put their purse, or a rando shows up, right?
Yeah.
And I think that table for that event, this was many years ago, I think it was $800 or $900. So I'm like,
damn.
At a sports bar, just like I said, this isn't a club. No famous DJs are playing. We were just there, and it did come with free domestic beer. And 1 bottle of vodka in the bottle. I wish I gotta find a picture of it. It was the funniest bottle of vodka I've ever seen, because you could tell it was snuck into this country, because there's not one lick of English on this. There is no tax stamp or sticker on it. Like, it was straight from the motherland, right? But $800 or $900, and I'm thinking, fuck, you probably got $4,000 just of tables, not even including a drink,
right,
or food. So I'm like, no, yeah, you did. Hell, I might need to do Vegas with you.
Seriously. Yeah,
You're
the problem is that you stand there with those 4 good-looking girls, and they're like, okay, the 4 of you can come in. What the fuck is that?
No, I already have my aunt. I'm just gonna wear sunglasses and a earpiece. I'll be their security. And then once I'm in, I'll lose my costume, and then I'll just start drinking.
Ma'am, your security is lit. Yeah, he does that.
Can you tell him to please return the sparkling bottle to the waitress?
Oh, God.
So it sounds like, yes, quite a fun trip. I'm glad she got to experience Vegas. Like I said, I don't even know if I've really experienced Vegas the same way that she has, and I've been there probably 20 times, but it was they made it safe, no drama, no harm, no foul. So I'm glad that she did that, right? She's the clock started, my friend. It's like T-minus a month and a half until she's done. So
yeah.
She's doing all the things
held back on.
Yep. So no, I was happy. It was sounded like it was a
Oh my God.
It was a good trip.
I fucking love that. I love that it was a 7.5 hour bus trip from Phoenix to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm curious what it is just to drive. If I had to, this is just, I'm pulling a number out of thin air, but I'm probably saying it's maybe a 5 hour. So I'm guessing they probably do, 4, 5, 6 stops, and I'm guessing each stop's probably 20 minutes, right?
Yep.
That you can get out and stretch your legs or
yep.
go to. I know there's a bathroom on board. But yeah.
Yeah, but can you imagine if you or I used that bathroom? People would be like, nope, I'll walk the rest of the way.
Oh, shit, it's even a little less. So if you were to leave right now, Vegas to Phoenix is 4 hours and 35 minutes.
Oh, God. So they added 3 hours onto it.
So it's pretty much like going up and back in a day, like same trip, like driving up to Seattle.
Yeah.
Taking a look of everything through your windshield, and then hopping on I-5 South and just heading home.
Oh, God. All right, well, whatever.
Hey, memories, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
You got to have stories.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get good stories from, taking the safe flight there and back. No, you got You got to talk about that bus trip.
Yeah. So when she gets home from graduation,
let's
we'll
have her on.
We'll have her on and see if she wants to dive any deeper in any of the Vegas stories.
Yes,
but I feel like that's kind of where I'll leave it. She can elaborate if she chooses on any of the other epic stories. Because she told me a few, and I'm just like, oh, seriously?
Oh, God.
They ended up finding a personal driver. Like, I know that she has some more stories. I don't know what ones are dad safe, right? She probably hasn't shared. She hasn't probably shared all of them with me, which is fine because I wasn't sharing my Vegas stories with my folks.
No.
So.
In fact, like, you know, every once in a while, Jackson will start telling us a story about something, and I'm like, no. That one you save for when you're like 27.
Yeah.
I don't need that one now.
Dude, I still drop stories on my mom at my age right now of like, you remember when I went there or did this? Yeah, this is what we were doing instead. She's like, Michael. So you have to have those, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm 46 and I'm still dropping stories. So, but no, hey, they made it. None of them went broke.
Yep.
They didn't gamble their pink slips to their cars.
Yep.
And so, hey, overall, I think it was a successful trip.
I think so.
I just love the fact that she spent 7.5 hours on the bus one way and then 4.5 hours sitting in the airport the other way. Literally a half a day. Out of her 2.5 days, we either spent in a bus or an airport terminal. So you know those other 48 hours, they went hard.
Well, saw the sun come up and then didn't see it go down before they went back out.
Yeah, I think the latest I ever made it, I think we got back to the room. We ended up ditching one of the guys that we were with because he was a pretty big gambler, and he was on a heater, and I think we left him at Bally's. We were staying over at Treasure Island, and his girl and Kate were just exhausted, right?
Yeah.
So I volunteered. I was like, all right, yo, you good here? I'm going to take the girls back to the room and probably just crash. And he's like, man, I'm not leaving, man. I'm not leaving. If you, that'd be cool. You take him. So I remember I took him back, and I think we got back at like 4, and I was happy with that. And he showed up. We ended up waking up, you know, trying to figure out what time it is. Do we have to be anywhere? And I remember he came strolling in the room. This was probably 9 or so in the morning. And he finally left the table. That dude was at a table for probably 12 hours. And I remember,
holy shit.
I remember, this is early on. I don't think they still do this, but he ended up getting literally like, I felt like a carton or 2 of cigarettes because they didn't want him to leave. And he was a decent smoker, but you know, when you're gambling,
yeah.
So they were loading him up on drinks. And then at some point, he must have been getting low. So they brought him a pack. Well, that one pack led to 2, and he was there for so long. I remember he had a shirt like this, and he just flopped them on the bed. And I'm thinking, holy shit, did you buy all those? He's like, no, dude, fucking Bally's just kept bringing them to me. And I was like, they really did not want you to leave, did they?
They wanted to win all that stuff back.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking Vegas.
Back when they would give you cigarettes to try and get you
Oh,
to
dude,
stay.
they would do anything, remember?
Oh, man.
Times have changed. You still can get some free drinks.
Yeah, but it's pretty sad now.
It's not like it was, man. I remember collecting all the buckets.
Oh, yeah.
That you had to collect the chain in, because when you cashed out, all those fucking nickels or quarters or whatever you were playing.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. And then you would get the little plastic bucket that they would keep on top of every slot machine and then everywhere on the casino floor, and you would fucking scoop your change. I told Madison this story, and she looked at me like I was a fucking caveman.
Right?
She's like, wait, so it would pay you in change, and then you would have to take a bucket and then put the change in, and then what? I go, then you would have to stand in line and go to the cashier, and then they would change it for dollars. And she's like, you don't just get a ticket? I was like, honey, you get tickets now. But back in the day, I was like, I remember I collected those buckets. I had a bucket from every casino, right? And I had them in my garage on my little, like your hat shelf up there.
Yeah.
And I had all of them, right? Caesars, New York, Luxor, MG, everywhere I went. And then they were fucking, the way they printed them, they were probably a fraction of a penny at the time, right?
Yeah.
So I'd always just throw them in my bag. If it was a new one, I'd bring it home and I would display it. And she was like, I don't even understand.
Yeah. No,
You would have to carry it. So you carried around buckets? I was like, oh, yeah, no, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Like thousands of them, right?
Yeah.
They were everywhere. They were very easy. But, yeah, you would have to.
Like the 3-cent ticket that you see now, that's what the buckets were.
Yeah.
Like, people just leave them everywhere because, like, you're either done or you ran out of money or, like, you turned in your money and now you only need one bucket or whatever it was. But they were just, I mean, shit, the number of buckets that must have gone down the trash chute. Fuck.
Fucking buckets, dude. That was Vegas.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine how much fun it was when we were young. But, like, when it was first starting, right? Like,
yeah.
Vegas, it's definitely changed. It's definitely evolved. It's probably for the best. But, yeah, no, I don't know if I can afford to go hard in Vegas anymore.
No, it's a different animal now.
Because something's telling me that a promotion guy's not taking you and I out of a line.
You know, when we become famous for the podcast and they're like, hey, you guys are coming down to Vegas for your show? You want to come by my club? Yeah, that's when we'll go to a club.
But
until then, I'm not even going to fucking try.
Nope.
Nope. I'm out.
I'm good. Good old Vegas.
Uh-huh. It makes me tired thinking of it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now. Like, a room with a good nap? Sounds good to me.
See, it was fun. It kind of felt like I was there. I'll just live vicariously through Maddie's Vegas stories.
Damn straight.
It's a lot safer that way. I don't have to spend any money.
Oh, fuck. Well, what'd you think of good old Dead Guy's American Light Whiskey?
I mean, it was what it's advertised.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it held up. It's not complex. This one's going to be hard to grade because it's like I said, I had to drive 3 hours north.
Yeah,
and they had 2 bottles on the shelf.
So availability is 0.
I mean, if you can find it, you're from the Northwest. You know the story and the lore of Rogue, brewery. Like I said,
yeah.
you have your bottle on the shelf here from Rogue. I got one Dead Guy, one of the collector tin ones that I'll probably never drink. The beer's probably shit anyways. But just as a I like to collect a few things. I'm not that big collector of items, but like I said, I really truly bought it for the stopper because the stopper's badass.
Yeah, it is. And the bottle's pretty sweet.
Like I said, this side I probably won't ever. It's probably gonna sit like this. Have you seen those new LED lights that you can buy for these? So I'll probably turn this into a little lamp, right?
There you go.
Maybe stick it outside on the bar patio for the summer months. So it was whiskey, not to knock it. It was good. Apparently it won some awards.
Yeah.
The awards kind of stopped in 2022, it sounded like, but I mean, it's a 80 proof American single malt whiskey.
Yep.
So yeah, grading it's going to be very hard because, well, they're not around anymore.
No.
So you might be like Big Mike and find a random bottle somewhere. I didn't even look on the OLCC website. I haven't seen it anywhere recently.
I haven't either.
Then again, it's not one that I've been looking like I said, I felt like all the stars aligned. I wanted to find something up there just to bring home. And there wasn't really much at the Tarjay in Renton besides this. So I was like, all right, Oregon, they're out of business. I have one of their beer bottles as a little collector's item. This now gives me a whiskey bottle. So I was happy with the purchase. As far as the juice goes, I don't know. I don't even know. Gold, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was going to go high silver or gold.
Yeah, I'm kind of right in there. I mean, realistically, following the scale should be a high silver just because, well, you can't find it.
Yeah.
So that takes at least 2 marks off of it.
Yep. It was always a little spendy. Like, whenever I saw it on the shelf, I was like, I'm not spending that for
I know,
that.
And it's hard to say. So I think I bought it for around high 40s by the time all the taxes came in. When
the clearance shelf.
Yeah, it was off the clearance. Well, it didn't help that like 8 something was just the liquor tax for Washington and then the sales tax on top of that. So realistically, I think the bottle was probably low 40s. But then when you added, their 2 liquor taxes onto there, now currently it's not this bottle, but I see some of their stuff as low as $39.99. and as high as $88 on the web. I can't even find the Black Label bottle right now. So
I'm going to give it a high silver. Unimpressive flavor profile. Yeah, it's a American single malt, and those aren't supposed to be super complex, but this is just kind of like, it's just kind of middle of the road. And you can't find it, and it was spendy to start with. So I'm going to give it a high silver.
All right. I'm going to stick with my gold just
All right.
because Rogue, I own a tap house. It was funny. This never made it in the lineup when we did Oregon-only spirits because the price point was too high. We didn't feel like the juice was worth it at the time, especially opening. We were trying to stay a little cheaper than their bottle prices, and since we line price things, we didn't want to have to start skewing. Well, if anything on there is X, except for this, we thought it'd just be too confusing, right?
Yeah.
During busy hours, you want to try to make everything flow.
Yep.
So it was like, we could get a bottle of the Burnside that we've done, or the Stampede that we've done, or some of the other Oregon, and they were, around the $30, we'll call it. Whereas this came in at, I think, double, and it was like, I don't want to. They're not going to remember, right? Buttons are going to get like.
Yep.
It was just a little too high price at the time.
Yep.
So
fair. And I think that's why I'm dropped it to high silver.
No, and you're probably right.
It was always too expensive.
I'm grading on emotion, right?
Yeah.
Just for
nostalgia.
Yeah. So no, you're probably right on. I shouldn't be grading on emotion, but I'll throw them a bone.
All right.
So there it is.
Yep.
Lock
Cheers.
it in.
Lock it in.
Rest in peace, Rogue.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Chuck. Another episode in the book, my friend.
Yeah, baby. Well, some new starts. Some old things going away. Little bit of everything.
Yep.
Solid episode, man.
Solid episode. Yeah, don't forget, you guys. Go take a look at Ship It Dick, man.
Yeah.
Good company, based local.
Funny
Stuff's
as
made
hell.
in America. Super funny. We're teaming up with them just because they're freaking hilarious, and we
Seriously.
love it. And we had a tie that Soul shipped me a dick back in the day, so it kind of came full circle. So yeah.
Yep.
Check out their website. If you see something you want, hurry up. We haven't really talked with them of how long the promo code is going to last. So
yeah.
we know it's live. Whiskey Dick, throw it in there. 15% off. I'm not trying to hustle you guys and say you got to go out there right now and buy something, but I guess at some point we should email them and just
yeah.
Is this a 30-day code? Then again, they might be making so much money on the promo code that
they'll keep it going.
They might keep it going. So
Hey,
at least go take a look.
I mean, if you're just trying to test out the code, you can just get the little bouquet of flowers and ship it to Tab 40 on 99.
No. I'll give you Alex's address.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to another episode of the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. Remember, if you've got any suggestions for us, something you want us to do, something you want us to try, or if you're good at audio, if you're good at video, social media, any of those things, go ahead and just send us a message, text us, email us, whatever. Visit us on www.whiskeyandwine.com, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, cheers.